Welcome to another connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us this week. Every Monday we have a show to kind of get organizations to come in and have their individuals tell us about what's going on around our viewing area. Boy, we have a lot of good organizations here in our six-county viewing area, and we try to every week mix it up with different organizations and stay about 30 days out in as far as the events go, but otherwise just informational only type show that we can tell you what they're doing, and perhaps you know about them, perhaps you've utilized their services or not. So we do appreciate the joining us on Connection. Stay with us. We're going to talk with a lady from one of the bigger organizations here in the Harrison area and all the wonderful things they do for the seniors.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both needed to have dentures. I had looked online, and when I saw a picture of Wanda, just something about her, I thought this is the place we're going to do. And I called in and spoke with Dave, and he was just tremendous. He answered every single question the first call and told us what our copay would be. It was just an awesome experience.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first guest in the studio today is from the Boone County, it's a long one now, Boone County Senior Activity and Wellness Center. I want to make sure I get that all right. Chris Kendall, thank you so much for coming in today, Chris. We do appreciate it. Chris is fairly new as the director at the Boone County Senior Center. Been there about a year, she says, and gosh, it's probably one of the busiest organizations that I know of here in the Harrison area. They've always got something to do for the seniors, and it's a great place to go. Who do you serve? I mean, I know that's been there for a long, long time, and you've expanded. Well, actually, it's probably expanded 2 or 3 times since I've been there. Started out as one little building and just kept expanding out because of the needs. Mm-hmm. But do you serve pretty well local, or do you cover more than Boone County, or how's that work?
Our center covers Boone County,
okay.
All of Boone County. We've recently been blessed to be able to expand our services. For a while we were only able to serve Harrison city limits, and now we're able to expand our services and reach out to Boone County limits. Right. There are other senior centers that serve the other counties, okay. And so if you're in need of these services, you can contact us and we can tell you which county you would be served in.
Okay. And, Chris, maybe senior center, is there an age? Do you have to be a certain age to go there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There is. We serve people 60 years of age and older.
60 and older.
You can bring guests that are younger than 60. We ask for a $3 donation for our lunch services, but we ask for a $6 donation if you're under 60, if you come in and have lunch with your senior.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people that know of the senior center here, again, it's been in Harrison for a long, long time. It's on Rock Springs Road. You can't miss it there. It's a beautiful center. Qualifications, I mean, can just anybody go, or is it for low income, or maybe explain a little bit how that works for you?
Any senior 60 or above is welcome to come in and utilize our services inside the center. Now, for home delivered meals, we do have qualifications that you have to meet. You can't drive your car or not have transportation available to you. And so we do a home visit to make sure that you qualify for the services. And just that way I get to know the people that we're serving as well. And so, to be able to utilize the home delivered meal service and the transportation services, you have to be 60 or over.
Okay.
And the home delivered meals, have to be homebound.
You do have to be homebound.
Yes.
Same thing. Is it if you get a delivered meal, if they can, are you looking for donations as well when they bring? Is that now? Is that Meals on Wheels, or is that is that the
yes.
program? Okay,
Yes.
so the Meals on Wheels program is actually run through the Boone County Senior and Wellness Center, which is a program that's been around, I guess, forever. I can't think of when it started, but it's a good program. There's a lot of shut-in seniors out there, and if you know of somebody that needs assistance in that respect, obviously they need the nourishment and they need a meal, a good meal each day at least. Contact you. So if somebody knew of somebody, maybe pride is a big thing for a lot of people, and if somebody knew of somebody, would they contact you?
Yes, they would contact us. They can either stop by the senior center or they can call us on the phone. Our phone number is 870-741-1505, and we're located at 1516 Rock Springs Road. And like you said, you can't miss it. It's the road between Casey's and FedEx. Right. So, it's a well-traveled road. A lot of people see it as they're passing by, but there's a lot of people out there that just don't know about the senior center. I've had several people come in and say that they've lived in Harrison for 2 or 3 years and have never known of the senior center. And so this is, we're really trying to get the word out that we have these services, and not only that we've expanded our services. If you've called before and we've told you, I'm sorry, you're out of our service area, please call again, because now we're able to do all of Boone County. We have the transportation services that goes out and can come and pick you up and bring you either to the senior center or take you to a doctor's appointment, go grocery shopping to Walmart, to the pharmacy, get your hair done, wherever you need to go. And those services right now are available between 8 and 1. If we see a need that we need to expand those services, then we can expand those times as well, and we can set up special arrangements as well if we need to.
So, see, I didn't understand that part of it before, so I'm learning something myself here. The transportation services, now, are those services, there's other programs of transportation in the Boone County and in the area. Is that your own service that you do, or do you do it through some other organization?
It's our own. We have 2 vans and 2 drivers. And like I said, they're there from 8 to at least 1 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. And so they just call the senior center, and it helps if you can call the day before. Right. But sometimes we can get you in the day of. So if you have a doctor's appointment coming up next week, it's helpful if you go ahead and call us so that we can get you on the schedule for that appointment next week.
You mentioned a while ago that obviously the senior center that Chris is director of is the Boone County now, the entire county, and each county has a senior center. Funding, I know it takes a lot to fund it. Tell us a little bit how you're funding, other than the donations.
We're funded, 49% of our funds comes from state and federal grants, and the other 51% comes from clients coming in and giving their contributions, but also the fundraisers that we do. So it's very important that if you see that we're doing a fundraiser, to come by and support the senior center and just help us out any way that you can, whether it be volunteering your time or giving a monetary donation. Any way would help.
I know it takes several people, obviously, to operate a center like you have. You obviously are a paid director. Tell us a little bit how the scope of personnel, who do you have paid and then volunteers? How's that work?
We have 3-4 employees that works in the kitchen, and then we have a janitor, and then myself and my assistant. So our staff is limited. We have the least amount of staff that we can, but then we have I think our last count on volunteers was 60, somewhere around there, but still there's a lot of things that can be done, with volunteers, and so you can never have enough volunteers. If there's even 30 minutes a week would help us with a home delivered meal route, with increasing our services to the entire Boone County. I think we will have to split our routes a little bit more and have some more home delivered meal volunteers. And like I said, just 30 minutes a week would help with getting those meals out to people who are homebound. Right now we serve roughly anywhere from 60 to 120 to 130 people at the senior center every day.
Wow.
But then we send out 90 home delivered meals every day. And like I said, with expanding our services, those are numbers just within Harrison.
Wow.
And so with expanding our services to all of Boone County, that number is going to grow, and with that will come an increased need for volunteers and monetary donations as well.
Gosh, I didn't think about being that many. I mean, if you're doing that many now with the expansion into entire county, I mean, you're talking about a lot of meals.
Yes.
You know, that's a tremendous amount. It's a great program because seniors do struggle. Many seniors have a real hard time. Then they've got their medical issues, and it really is difficult for seniors out there if they can't drive and they need to go to a doctor or need to go to the pharmacist or need some assistance in that respect. But they still are living a fairly normal life. This is a great program for them. Plus the activities, and we've got about 3 minutes left, and don't let me forget anything here. But for instance, here's something going on right now that you can help them. They're having a fundraiser, notice, through September. Is that correct?
Yes.
22 Henry rifle, $5 per chance, and they're really hoping to sell at least 170 tickets or so. If you'd like to help them out, opportunity to win a new rifle, and the money all of it goes to the Boone County Senior Center. It's only $5 a ticket. Just contact or come by there, I guess, to get your tickets.
That's right.
Anything else that we need to talk about? You've got a whole list of stuff here. Special announcements. Tell us a little bit about the Health Rhythms. Is that what that's called?
Yes, it's Health Rhythms. It's a new exercise program that we're going to be implementing towards the end of the month and beginning of next month. We're just doing the training later on this month, and it's a very interesting cognitive exercise. It's a way to take your frustrations out on drums instead of other people, and so very helpful with that. I haven't gone through the training yet, but I'm really excited about implementing it at the senior center. It'll be something new and different. We also have monthly trips that we go on. We choose somewhere to go throughout the month. We go to a casino every month. We choose a different one each month, but then later this month we're going to go to Fantastic Caverns. And because we do it as a group, we usually get a group rate, and so it's less expensive to go with the senior center than it is to just go on your own.
I looked down the list here, and I'm going through just the month of September. I guarantee you would have something to do every single week. They've got something going on all the time out there, and we've got a lot to talk about, and we've run out of time. We need you to probably come in about once every month or so and just tell us what's going on, and continue to get the word out about now that you're serving entire Boone County at the Boone County Center here. So if you have any questions, go by and see Chris or any of the staff at the Boone County Senior Center. It's easy to find, and there's so many things to do. If you're a senior out there and you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs, that's the place to go. You can go and have a lot of fun, meet a lot of other seniors, and so forth. Chris, thank you so much for coming in today. We do appreciate it. Thanks for all the information, and good luck in the future in the fairly new position that you're in, and continue to do a great job out at the Boone County Senior Center.
Thank you.
Chris Kendall, again, the director of Boone County Senior and Wellness Center. Go out and see them. Take advantage of all the services if you're a senior, and you'll have a lot of fun as well. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk about an annual event coming up very soon in downtown Harrison. It's Harvest Homecoming. Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
My name is Deborah. I work at Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison. Not only do I work at the front desk, but I'm also a dental assistant. So I'm seeing you from the beginning, throughout the whole process, and even at the end of the process. We're happy to help in any way we possibly can, and I think that sets us apart from most offices. We don't just hustle you through here just to make a dollar. We're here for you, and we want to do the best we can for you.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Don't forget to come out to the Pink Eye Game September 2nd to support the Goblins and the Susan G. Coleman Foundation. Hope to see you there.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on the show today. Our second guest has to do with Harvest Homecoming. It's Beth White, and she is the chairperson for the Harvest Homecoming 2016. Beth, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. I know you're excited about coming and talking.
Always.
We talked about you maybe doing a little singing and dancing, but she said, no way, don't do that. We're just going to talk about all the events for Harvest Homecoming. I love Harvest Homecoming because it's kind of an introduction into the fall season here in the Ozarks. Start to see the leaves changing colors, and a lot of people come through. A lot of motorcycle groups come through that time of the year.
They do.
And this year it's a Friday and Saturday, September 30th and October 1st. Is that correct? So it'll be on the square. You won't be able to stir them with a stick, as they say, on the square on Friday and Saturday, because a lot of people come in. Let's a little bit now. Who actually continues to sponsor the show? It's for people don't think about it. It's not really the Chamber of Commerce.
No,
it's the downtown.
The Historic Harrison Business Association took it over, I believe, 5 years ago, and we've been running it since.
You've done it ever since, yeah. Usually have it about the same time, isn't it?
We shoot for the 1st of October, trying to avoid all the nasty weather.
Right.
I mean, we've gotten rained on a few too many times, but yeah.
Try to do it while the weather's still nice. Little bit of you've got some notes there. Entertainment. So tell us a little bit about how the entertainment will go this year.
Well, we have Flutterby karaoke. They'll be there all day Friday and Saturday for anybody that likes to, entertain, show off, that kind of thing. They'll be filling in when our regular bands are changing, or whatever. And then Saturday, our big guy is called Energy. It's a band out of Branson. They're mostly teenagers. When we met them, they were ranging from like 12 to 16. Obviously, they're a little older now, but they were also at Crawdad Days, so people that seen them there. And then they'll be performing Saturday at 3.
3 o'clock on Saturday. Okay.
Yep.
So if you're into karaoke, you can go down there anytime and get up there and just show off your talent. And it's always a lot of fun. They got a lot of people. And actually, be honest with you, there's usually a few very talented people that get involved in the karaoke that you wonder, they didn't just get up there for the first time. They've been doing this for a while, and they usually slip in and kind of do that kind of stuff. Always a lot of arts and crafts. Harvest Homecoming is known for its arts and crafts, probably more than any other event that we have in Harrison area. Mm-hmm. You always have a lot of arts and crafts people.
Yes, we do. We try to get a little sampling of jewelry makers and soap makers and quilt makers, and I'm just amazed by what people can make, because I can't make nothing.
Right. Actually, we have a tremendous amount of talent just in TK08 viewing area, within our 6-county area. There's a lot of talent when it comes to art and the craft making and so forth. Sometimes we don't realize it, but there's some big time names when it comes to painting and photography and different types of craft items that not only do these individuals do it for the Harrison area, but they're known within the region, or some of them nationally. So we're real fortunate to have.
It surprises me every time the applications come in, how many of them are just from Harrison.
Right.
Or somewhere really close.
Right. If somebody wanted to be a vendor, can we still sign up?
Oh, yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that.
Normally, I have people signing up. I've even had them sign up the day of the show. Mm-hmm. I think they like to wait for the weather reports before they get in. Mm-hmm. And which we've got applications on the square at Lana's, Daisy Shop, Deb's Frames and Things, the Hot Dog Shop, and the Blue Bag Consignment Store. Okay. All have, you just pick them up, and there's an address at the bottom where you mail them in.
Okay. Yeah. Now, is there a cost of if you want to be a food vendor or arts and crafts, do you charge for the space?
Yes. Okay. It's going to vary. Your typical space where you can do pretty much anything you want is just $100, 10 by 10. And then if you don't have as much stuff to do, we have these little odd-shaped spaces. You know how the courthouse is. They're only running $40.
Okay, so it kind of depends. Now, does that include? I would assume that you'll have an electric outlet if somebody wants them.
Yeah, we've got electric available if you want them. Most of the spaces are big enough to put your tents or your canopies, so you're out of the sun. Or if not, we got some trees that we can share with you.
Okay. Another event that's kind of an annual thing that's always a part of Harvest Homecoming, kind of a kickoff, I guess, if you will. On Friday morning, you always have a 5K. Tell them about that. And who
Saturday morning.
Oh, excuse me, Saturday morning. I'm sorry. And who takes
the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
The Boy Scouts run it, in which I don't know how long they've been doing it. They've been doing it since we took over, and I don't honestly know a whole lot about it. Just that Suzanne Burr is our contact for it, and.
If somebody wanted to run in the 5K, do they have to sign up, or can they just go down that morning? I think they can usually just go down that morning. And
I think so. Yeah. Don't quote me, because I don't want to get in trouble. But
isn't it usually that way? Yeah, let's go down. So if you're into running and you want to participate in the 5K run, do you know where they start? They started over by the creek.
I know it's in the park.
Yeah.
But I'm never up that early.
Okay, never up there. I believe if you'd like to run in the 5K, I'm almost positive they usually start over at the old junior high parking lot in that area, because it goes all the way around Lake Harrison down by the soccer fields, etc. That's the route of the run. So I'd say you just need to be down there, about before 8 o'clock, because I know they usually start running around 8 o'clock and sign up for the event. Car show. Do you still have car show?
Yes, we have a gentleman named Herschel who is actually in charge of the car show this year. He's been with a few different car clubs, and which this one's open to any denomination, even motorcycles. He's got a motorcycle category that's going to be Saturday morning.
Is it? Do they leave? Is it Saturday morning? They usually there all day on Saturday, are they?
They're usually there into the afternoon, usually 2-3 o'clock before they start pulling out, because they like to show them off. So.
Show the cars off. See, another thing, kind of a kickoff type thing, on Friday afternoon, if you happen to be down there, it's homecoming for the Harrison Golden Goblins, and they'll be having their homecoming parade that will actually be going around the square in Harrison. Not a part of Harvest Homecoming necessarily, but still another event that's going to be going on Friday afternoon. Let's see here. What else do we need to do? You've got some notes there. Did I miss anything as far as
Faith Assembly of God will be coming down with their inflatable bounce houses, in which they always run those, and they're usually free for the kids. They'll be there Saturday to do those. We missed that.
Okay, so they'll have bounce out, and you usually have a lot of things kind of going on for kids and et cetera down there. It's always a lot of fun. The one thing that I've always enjoyed about Harvest Homecoming, other than food vendors, there's always some great food vendors down there. I mean, they have some. You name it. They have all kinds of things. Funnel cakes will always be at Harvest Homecoming. So if you're into funnel cakes, which I like a lot, then they have, of course, the burgers. Sometimes they have alligator, different types of vendors down there. And then the arts and crafts part of it, there's always great deals on arts and crafts items. As we mentioned, there's a lot of craft people in this area, and they show off their wares. And if you're looking for something early for the holidays, for a Christmas gift or something, it's a great place to go do a little pre-Christmas shopping down there and see unique items that are not that there. What else, Beth? We got about 4 minutes. Anything else we need to talk about? Any notes there that you had that I haven't?
You've covered all my notes.
You mean I've done everything for you here?
You have done all the work.
Oh my goodness. Well, didn't mean to do it quite so much, but anyway, entertainment. They're going to have good entertainment. They're going to have karaoke. They're going to have a name band out of Branson come down to perform on Saturday. If you're into the car show, you don't happen to have the car show. Herschel's
phone number is 414-3815.
Okay, 414-3815. And so if you do have a car and you want to put it in the car show on Saturday, you need to give Herschel a call, or go, if you forget that number, go by and see Beth and or any of the other that she mentioned on the square that have forms to fill out. And if you would like to be a vendor, but as far as food vendor or crafts vendor, it's basically $100 for a 10 by 10 booth, and that includes electricity, and they've got some smaller booths. If you just want a little corner somewhere, they'll stick you over in the corner and give you a little discount on the thing. So I've run out of everything here. I think we've covered pretty well everything about it. Harvest Homecoming, it's a lot of fun, and again, I like it because it's starting of the fall season, and we're getting ready to see the leaves start to turn by then, and hopefully you'll have good weather, no rain. They're gonna
knock on wood.
They're going to knock on wood and make sure that they don't get any rain during the Harvest Homecoming event. But I guess we've covered everything, so you're not going to sing or dance for me today.
No singing or dancing.
So I guess I'm going to have to just fill it in myself. We do appreciate you coming in, Beth White. Of course, you always have to have somebody kind of at the lead of the events like that, and she's taking the lead for Harvest Homecoming 2016. Don't forget, it's coming up September the 30th and October the 1st on the square in downtown Harrison, Friday and Saturday. There'll be events going on all during the day, Friday and Saturday, including the car show and 5K run and you name it. Lots of things going on. Go down and see Beth and all the volunteers that make this event one of Harrison's premier events. Thanks again, Beth, for coming in. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on Connection this week. We hope we brought some information to you that perhaps you didn't know about. Join us each Monday as we come into the Studio B and talk about connecting you with what's going on in our viewing area.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus